is going on? It's your girl, CandyC, and you are in the place to be. Welcome back to my basic training story time. I want to read something to you that I wrote a week before I graduated basic training. Being in the military has taught me a lot in the past 9 weeks of basic training. My patience has been tested, my body has been pushed to the limit, and I have been the most exhausted I've ever been. Being in a leadership position, first as bay boss and then as platoon guide, I've learned to find my voice and step out of my comfort zone. I've been in situations where I had to pull people aside and confront them regarding particular situations, which was challenging for me, being as though I usually stay quiet. I have exercised to the point of feeling like I'm about to die and trying to catch my breath, but afterwards I feel grateful and fulfilled. It's to the point that when we do PT, it feels weird. I'm proud of myself and the person that I've become. The physical challenges of my knees hurting, bruising my ribs, and having a reaction to fire ants puts in perspective that I am strong and can endure whatever comes my way because God does not make mistakes. Living in a bay with 55 other females has been a task because we are all different. We clean differently, we act different, and we all have a different outlook on situations that we are in. I learned to be more comfortable with who I am physically and mentally because we all have flaws which we are not proud of, but that is what makes up our individual makeup. At the end of the day, even though a lot of people don't get along, when it's time to, we know how to be a team and we put all of the individualism to the side. I'm glad I made the decision to join the Army because it goes beyond it being just a job. My journey has just gotten started, and now my focus is going to be gaining more confidence and being a better leader so that I can be the best officer I can be. No regrets. Too easy. Wow. And this is just 9 weeks after joining. Now, reading this, I can look back and say that what I wrote was absolutely 100% accurate. Going in, I would have never thought I would have this outlook. Being in basic training has taught me a whole lot about myself. It's taught me a lot about other people. It's taught me a lot about how to be a leader because when I first joined, I wanted to be an officer, but the recruiter told me that I couldn't because of the age waivers that I would need in order to join as an officer. So I didn't go that route. But in the back of my mind, I always said, once I become enlisted, once I get my foot in the door, then, that's the path that I was going to take, was to be an officer. So we'll talk more about that later because I did put in an application to be an officer. But that's another story time. So there's this letter. Actually, I lied. It's a journal entry that I want to read to you when we went into white phase. Now, white phase is the very last phase. It's like the end. But also, it's like, so when you enter a phase, they can easily put you back into another phase. And that's exactly what happened. I don't know if I mentioned it in this journal entry that I'm about to read you, but when we got to white phase, they put us back into, I think, blue phase because somebody was acting retarded. So let's read, and then I'm just going to comment on some things as I read it. This is my first time reading it since I wrote it. So did he just call me knowing that I'm recording? Okay. So it's white phase. What a ride. And it's getting harder because I don't get letters from Jeff and the kids. So you're not sending me letters now? Okay. He sent me one box in the beginning and one letter dated September 10th. I need that motivation. I passed my PT test with 60% in all categories. I need to maintain that across all phases and I'll be good. We went to the field overnight, and one dude left. They found him at Walmart. He left again last night, and we all got smoked by a new drill sergeant. Yo, I remember that too. So, it's funny because they kept doing like these random accountability checks. And at first I was like, why are they doing all these checks? They kept calling all the platoon guys up to make sure that we had all heads accounted for. So I started hearing some of the drill sergeants like talking back and forth to each other and, saying, like little random stuff like, I can't believe he left. Where are we going to find him? Like just like little small talk. Come to find out, this dude left while everybody was asleep. I don't know what happened to the people that was supposed to be on fire guard because they supposed to catch that. But he snuck the heck out the woods and went straight to Walmart. 1, how'd you get there? 2, did you know where you were going? Did you know where you were? 3, did you have a phone on you? And then he got caught. So I don't know like how they sent people to find him. I don't even know. That's a bold move. Like, for you to just get up in the middle of field activity and take your butt to Walmart. And it couldn't have been that far, because if he was accounted for early on in the day and then later on at night we're missing one, like it couldn't have been that far. When we got smoked, it's bad. Second platoon had to do 250 push-ups the other day. We had to low crawl once, and that hurts. My elbows were bruised since the PT test. So, low crawling, I'm going to show y'all what low crawling looks like. This is low crawling. You're down on the ground like this, and you got your head down, and this is low crawling. Imagine doing that in full battle rattle, full uniform, back and forth with those, what are those, pine straws or something like that that's always on the ground? My elbows were red. They were bruised. I had like scars on my elbows. Like, it was like, you had to keep going. Had to keep going. Had to keep going. Whew. Everybody hated the dude that went to Walmart. Since the PT test, my knees been acting up. They hurt every time I run, even after icing it. Someone gave me a whole bottle of Motrin, so I've been using that and it helps. The time here is actually not that bad. I just miss home. The new first sergeant told me to take the cornrows out of my hair because they were fattish. Alright. So, I thought it would be easy for me to put some cornrows with my locks. So I did like 5 or 6 cornrows in my hair. And first sergeant was like, you need to take those out by tomorrow. And I was like, Roger, first sergeant. And then he was like, they look really fattish. I was like, Roger, first sergeant. And the whole time in my head, I'm like, what do you mean they look fattish? So I went to one of the female drill sergeants who used to have locks before, and I asked her, I was like, drill sergeant, can I ask you a question? She was like, yeah, what's up? I was like, when the drill sergeant told me I gotta take my cornrows out because they were fattish, and she looked at my hair and she was like, don't even worry about it, just do what he say. You know, it's not really that fattish, because what happens with locks is our parts aren't straight back. So because my parts were like kind of staggered, he thought it was stylish and stuff. So it says, I washed my hair today for the first time and just did 2 braids into a bun. It's September 22nd and I've been there since August 28th and I'm just now washing my hair? Ugh. So it says, I'm pretty much to myself, but I get along with everyone. My battle buddy, who is also my bunkmate, is who I talk to the most. I've been so sleepy, and I fall asleep during classes. I fall asleep during bus rides to the range. I fall asleep in lines. I need more sleep. Facts. More and more exercises are ahead, and during PT, the counts are increasing from 10 to 20. I want to cry because I miss my old life. Time needs to hurry up. Aww. CandyC, don't cry. It's okay. It's only temporary. You'll get back to your old life. Not. When I got home, my old life, no. I began my new life as a soldier. There's no such thing as going back to my old life. Going back to the dude that left to go to Walmart. This is the same dude. I kid you not. He left during like bedtime when we were back at the barracks. He left during bedtime and went across the street to the shopette and was caught trying to get a Gatorade out the vending machine. He got caught, didn't get the Gatorade, and we all got smoked while he watched. What sense does that freaking make? You're the one who went across the street. You're the one who tried to get a Gatorade. You're the one who broke rules. And all you get to do is watch us get smoked. He did not feel the pain in that. He didn't care. It was like, bruh, that's messed up. So everybody mad all over again. And when they found out that he left, guess what? They woke us up in the middle of the night and made us come down to the drill pad to get smoked. It was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And we're downstairs getting smoked. Everybody half sleep. And we're like, you know, trying to find strength to get. You want to know what a smoking session looks like? Let me tell you. Let me show you. No worries. I don't mind showing you. I really don't mind. This is what it looks like. So we're standing up at, you know, attention, and they're like, front leg rest position, move, and then we drop down like this to a push-up position, and they're like, down, up, down, and then sometimes they won't say up right away. They make us hold it. We down like this, and you better not go to your knees. And they're like, up, and you're like, ah. And they're like, down. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to go down. So then you go down. And they're like, and then some, you know, you go like this. And it still looks like I'm down, but I'm resting my belly on the floor right now. So you put your belly on the floor because you don't want them to think you're resting. And you kind of like put your butt in the air so it looks like you're still in push-up position. And then when they say up, you just up. Ugh. And you do that for about an hour. I'm tired. And that was only 30 seconds. But let me go. Tomorrow I'm gonna read this journal entry that was. I'm out of breath. That must mean I'm out of shape. Whew, you gotta do better, CandyC. You gotta do better. So like I said, I only had time to journal like once a week, which is usually Sunday. So every night I will write letters to my husband and my family and my kids. And then every Sunday is when I will actually like journal, you know, my feelings, my emotions and things like that. So my next journal entry was October 7th. The one that I read you today was September 22nd. So, we'll see what I had to say. This one's actually pretty long, so a lot of stuff must have happened. So, thanks for rocking with your girl, CandyC. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
We paper chasing, yeah, we own that. We riding out into the moon.